From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What's that? 780?
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Under 10.
20.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is McCaffrey. And he spins away. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the screen.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? 180.
56 is mine. If you don't get this one, you think you're going to get this?
From the gun on third down, Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 50. Check 50.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
54. Watch 54. Watch the slip.
Here we go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
3 seconds. 54.
Shotgun now for Brees. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Check. 59. Come on. 59.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Keith Kirkwood started to work his way into the rotation midway through his rookie season. Undrafted out of Temple, had his first catch against the Cincinnati Bengals, and really came on in the late season. A couple of touchdowns in the regular season, and one more for good measure in the playoffs. Keith Kirkwood's future is bright.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Hey, easy.
Don't be scared of it.
11.
Mike front 9.
Return.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Sammy. Here we go.
Small. 54. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Return.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check safety. Out. Check 4.
On first and goal, Washington. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal.
I smell fear in that offense.
We go 21.
I smell fear in that offense.
Ginn has it complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn scoring a touchdown against his former mates as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit him with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. And Newton's going to keep it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
You have 1.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. You don't want it. Mike's 59.
Bree's going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Go! At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to float this over the middle. Deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Breeze looking long for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Under. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Breeze to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. 0-2. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D.
Breeze now to throw. complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Check 3, check 3, check.
Easy, opposite.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, easy. Hey, 53.
Check Mike 54.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. Yellow lady. 5'9". Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the fly.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, kill.
Ready, catch.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
From the 24, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Breeze now on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Running with Kamara. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 54 Mike. Back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey. High 7.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's our time.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
That's it. Ready? Right. Fire left. 4 down. Check.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Watch twins. Check. Lucky. Gun.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And the Panther 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Here we go.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
I know he ain't got it. Check.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Scarlett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kawann Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brees. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Ready. Yellow lady. Here we go. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here. And that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they will take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
The crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score...